Hey Pisces, what's going on everybody? It's Ann from CancerMoonsTarot and I'm coming at you with your mid-November 2022 check-in. How are you? I hope you're well. And without a further ado, we're going to go ahead and jump on into it and we'll see what we got going on here for you, okay? So what information do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus regarding their mid-November 2022. If I haven't mentioned already, this is going to be a very short, sweet, and to the point reading, so let's see what's in store here for the Pisces, okay? What information do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout mid-November 2022. All right, let's see what's going on for the fish. Starting out here with the overall energy of your read, we do begin here with the Knight of Wands. So, Knight of Wands coming into play here for you. This is typically a card that resonates more towards wanting to move in a direction of something that you feel very interested in, something that you're very passionate about. So there could be new passions that are arising here for you in the second half of your month. This could be in terms of career, it could be in terms of romance for some of you, so there could be a spicy connection arising for you as well. But if it's not about love, if it's not about career, it could be literally anything kind of catching your eye here coming into the mid-month portion, and it seems like it's something that has quite a lot of your interest for sure. So it's going to be a bit of an explorative month because the Knight of Wands can be a very explorative card too. So there could be more things within yourself that you're personally exploring, more things within the world you're personally exploring. There seems to be like a lot of growth and expansion happening here in terms of your interest in mid-November here so far. So I like that for you. Definitely really good. Having a look here into your current situation. We have the Three of Wands, we have here the Five of Wands, and then we have here the Hangman card. So let's go ahead and talk about it. By the way, Hangman energy showing up here for you. This does represent the zodiac sign of Pisces, so you are very much so showing up here in your reading. So we begin here with the Three of Wands. You know, Three of Wands is a card that can usually be associated with stagnancy. So this could represent feeling like you're waiting for something to come in, or you've been waiting for something in general. And Five of Wands is a card that usually kind of correlates towards frustration. So I feel like many of you have been frustrated trying to rely on a person or to rely on something to happen in your life. Maybe this is the energy of like, I'm so tired of waiting for the one in love. You know, we hear that all the time. I'm waiting for the one, waiting for the right person, waiting for, you know, my soulmate, whatever the case might be. This could be the energy of saying, I'm waiting for the right opportunity and I'm so tired of it, right? I'm waiting for the right opportunity in my career. I've been waiting for so long. I'm tired of waiting. I think many of you are going to get fed up here. And with the Hangman card showing up here, which is a card of stagnancy, it's a card of waiting, it's a card of delays. It's interesting because once you start to see that the waiting you've been doing is essentially what's been causing your delays, you start to wake up. And when you look at the Hangman over here, as you can see, his head is glowing. He has a lot of these rays that are around his head over here. What this represents is enlightenment. So the Hangman starts off being stuck, but eventually he becomes enlightened. So that's what I like about this reading here so far, because you were stuck at a certain point in your life, but you're coming to a point in mid-November where you realize I'm only stuck because I've continued to stay stuck. But now I don't have to be that way anymore. You know, often I tell people, when you're waiting for the right one, you're not going to have the right one show up anytime soon. Let's say we're talking about love. Well, I'm waiting I'm waiting to meet the right person. I'm waiting for the person of my dreams to show up at my doorstep. You know, how could you meet the right person without being open to dating? How could you meet the right person without getting to know people and getting to invest yourself into people, right? Because typically the people who are waiting for the right one, they'll blow off everyone, you know? They'll have a person come up to them and try to flirt with them and get to know them. And you're like, nope, you're not it, you know? How would you know? You never know unless you try. People who are waiting for the right opportunity in their careers, they'll get tons and tons of offers, but because they're not sure that the offers they get are going to be that one big offer that gives them everything, they ignore them. You know? So essentially in life, you can never know what'll be the right thing for you without taking action and giving it a try. And the more that you keep waiting, the more stuck inevitably you're going to be. So in mid-November 2022, I feel like that's what many of you here are pretty much waking up to. If there has been something specifically you've been waiting for, it's like, screw that. I got to be a person of action for sure. And Knight of Wands, granted, Knight of Wands is a card here of interest. It's also a card that really, really resonates towards taking action. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and clarify now. We're going to clarify from the Hangman to the Three of Wands just to give you guys some extra messages. And then we'll close off today's reading with an outcome for you. So clarifying the Hangman, we begin here with the Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles here and the Knight of Swords. So we got 2 knights showing up, actually 3 in this reading so far. So knights are good because they all represent action. So let's talk about it here. Clarifying the Hangman, we start off here first with the Knight of Pentacles. So Knight of Pentacles is a card that's very slow moving. It's an energy of slowly but surely something's happening here. So I feel that, you know, over the past couple months, you've been realizing that this whole waiting thing, it's not worth it, but you've had a lot of patience, okay? I feel like for the past, whether it's been the past couple months, past couple weeks, you know, you've really been waiting for something in your life to happen, something in your life to show up. And I think that in mid-November, you finally realize, like, yeah, this ain't it. Knight of Swords. I got to be a person of action here, you know? So like I said, it's pretty much clarifying what the Hangman said. The Hangman says you start off with delays, you start off with stagnancy, you start off with being stuck, but inevitably you wake up and you see that action needs to be taken. So that's what these 2 cards here are representing for sure. Going forward here and clarifying the 5 of Wands, which is the card of frustration, we have here the World, and we have here the 8 of Pentacles. Cool. So World card and 8 of Pentacles. It's time to get to work. It's time to open ourselves up to an entirely brand new cycle. All right, so when you see the 5 of Wands is that card once again that represents feeling really frustrated, feeling really worn down and worn out. And now that you have the World card coming into play here, World card is a card that represents out with the old and in with the new. It's time to look at the world in a different perspective. So you're changing the way that you view things. You know, I feel like often in society, we're always taught that good things come to those who wait. And I've always found that saying to be such a bullshit saying, you know, to put it very bluntly and to be very frank with you guys. I've always found that saying to be such a bullshit saying. It's like, yeah, good things come to those who wait. What are they waiting for? Are they waiting for the good things? Because we could be getting good things in our lives every single day. We could be doing good things in our lives every day. And remember, what you put into the world is indeed what you get back. So what are you waiting for? If you want the good, you know, you attract what it is you are. So essentially, for those of you that have been waiting for good things to happen, start investing in good things. Start putting your energy in good things. Start putting your, you know, energy out there in a beautiful and positive way. And what you put into the world is indeed what you'll get back. So the World card here is about switching up your perspective and your perception, because your perception indeed equals your reality. Now, looking at the next clarification card, we do have here the 8 of Pentacles. 8 of Pentacles is the card here of getting to work. So this is about no longer letting yourself get frustrated because you've been waiting for good things to happen, or you've been waiting for something in your life. It's like, I can't wait anymore. Let's get to work. Let's make it happen. Now, you also have a light bulb that shows up in this card. So that could mean that you're going to have a lot of bright ideas coming in here for you in the second half of your month. So this could be a good time where bright ideas come into play here for you that could be really beneficial to your future. So that, just throwing that out there as a little bit of a side message. You may notice that in mid-November 2022, your ideas are definitely seeming to be brighter and brighter. So don't shut down any of the ideas you have. They definitely can be worth it, you know, especially in terms of growth and expansion. Let's say you are a person who's wanted to start a business and you've delayed the business for so long because you felt that it needed to be the right time to start it, yada, yada, yada. You know, this month you're saying, screw it, let's start this business and make it happen. I have tons of ideas on how I want to run this business. Get started. Use those ideas and get it going, and then you'll start to see it take off. Remember, man, the more we keep delaying things in life, the more delay you're going to experience. So, you know, it's a really good time to just get started. You know, for those of you that have like, I've been waiting for the one, I've been waiting for my soulmate. You're never going to meet the one or your soulmate if you're not out there talking to people, getting to know individuals, connecting with people, dating. You're never going to experience it. You know, if you've been waiting for the amazing career opportunity to just show up, but you got nothing to show for it, it's like, get to work. You know, start doing really good things to get attention, to manifest those opportunities within your career. You know, so action's super important this month. Now, I know this message is not going to resonate to every Pisces out there. So of course, if it resonates, cool. If it's not your story, don't apply it to you. But it's a very powerful message here for somebody who needs it. Now, clarifying the 3 of Wands, we do have here the 5 of Cups, and we have here the Star card. So 5 of Cups coming into play here for you with the 3 of Wands. 5 of Cups here is a card that represents disappointment. All right. So there's definitely a lot of disappointment that you've experienced from waiting. It's like, I don't know, I feel so let down that I've just been so patient for so long. I've waited for so long and nothing's ever really come of it, you know? And that kind of goes back to the statement I said earlier, where it's like, I've always hated when people said good things come to people who wait, because it's like, the fuck are you waiting for when you gotta be the person in your life and you're responsible, you know, for yourself in reference to whatever you desire to manifest and you desire to create and whatever it is and whatever it is you desire to invest yourself in. You're responsible for your life, right? So what the heck are you waiting for, So Five of Cups, definitely disappointment. And I think what disappoints you the most is the star energy too, because the star card, granted, is a card that represents alignment. The star card is also a card that can represent blind hope. Putting blind hope and putting blind faith into something without actually putting in the action to make it happen, So I feel like you had a lot of blind faith that certain things in your life would work and kind of just show up in the way that you wanted it to. Possibly, maybe this is what some of you thought was manifestation, because I used to see back in the day, right, when I was learning about law of attraction and manifestation, people used to say, just think good thoughts. They would say, just imagine what you desire and it will manifest and show up into your life. But what I tell people all the time is you got to remember there's two parts to the formula. There is no law of attraction without the law of action, so you can't attract something into your life without working towards that specific thing. When you move and when you pair the two together and have the law of attraction and the law of action, that will manifest your desires. So maybe some of you learned about manifestation a long time ago, and that might have been something that you were putting a lot of blind faith into, that things would come to pass, but there has to be action activated here too, okay? So Piscean, it's been a pretty interesting reading here for sure. It's had a very big, strong focal point message about taking action this month, so I definitely have gotten the point across for sure for anybody who needs to hear it, because that's what the main message is that's really coming out here for you. So I don't want to hold you guys any longer. We're going to jump to the outcome in just a second, but I think this month's going to be a great time to set yourself free, stop waiting for what you've been wanting and really start moving in the direction of what you desire. Knight of Wands is the card of moving yourself in the direction of what it is you desire, what it is you're truly interested in. There's no reason to wait when you can make it happen, believe in yourself, have the belief in the capability that that you can do what you want to do and really work towards it. Take that action. There's nothing you can't manifest. The world is filled with infinite possibilities. What I wanted to say was, as well as that, nothing is ever impossible. And what's interesting about that statement and that word impossible is that impossible literally spells I'm possible. So when you see the power behind that, that's what I love so much. So the world here is really filled with infinite possibilities. If there's anything you desire, you can do it, but you're responsible for getting it done. Always do remember that too, okay? All right, Piscean, let's go ahead and have a look here at the overall outcome and see what we have in store for you. What's going to be the overall outcome here for Pisces throughout their second half of November? And what do we have? We have here the Chariot. I love the Chariot for you, baby. Chariot here is a card that represents that you're on a good path, You're moving forward, you're steering in the right direction, but most importantly, there's movement here, Pisces. There's no more stagnation, there's movement. It's go, go, go. Whatever you want, whatever you desire, you're putting in the work here to get it. And with that Chariot card coming into play, you're on the right path here for sure, okay? So Pisces, with that all being said, thank you all so much for tuning in to your mid-November 2022. I really do hope that you enjoyed this reading. I sincerely hope it helped for anybody who needed this message potentially, Thank you very much, but thank you for coming out here. I appreciate it. If you're new here and you enjoyed the video, definitely feel free to drop a like. And if you're new and you like this channel, definitely come on down and feel free to subscribe. That would be gratefully appreciated as well. If you're interested in joining the Soul Family, you're more than welcome to do so. I'm not sure how many Pisceans needed to hear this message. It was a pretty big similar message. It was kind of like one main focal point read. I don't know how many Pisces it will resonate to, but like I said, if it happens to help you out, if it happens to resonate with you, if it was something you needed to hear, more than happy to pass the message along here for you, okay? All right, Piscean, thank you. Have a great November. Happy Thanksgiving, by the way. This is going to be uploaded on Thanksgiving, so have a great Thanksgiving for those of you that celebrate. Have an amazing time with the people you celebrate with, and I will catch everybody in December 2022. Much love to the Pisces, and have yourselves a good one. Peace.